Hi, Mr. Batsargis here. Today, in our biology video lesson, we are going to look at organization in the human body. Organization in the human body, you might be thinking different organs and parts of your body, like your skin, your arms, your legs, your heart, and etc. But today, we are going to look at levels of organization in the human body. More in depth, how are body parts organized and how does the body work so well. At ESM, you're going to learn not just organs or parts themselves, but more importantly, how they interact as a whole and what properties emerge when we look at the bigger picture. So in order to understand human body and anatomy, it's good to break things down to levels. In this video, we are going to look at 7 different levels of organization in the human body. Okay, first, let's get down to the bottom. First level, chemical level. At chemical level, we look at atoms. Atoms, as you all know, make up every material thing in the universe. Like this chair I am sitting on and this camera I'm looking at, even coronavirus is made up of atoms. Structurally, atoms consist of 3 main particles: proton, neutron, and electron. Center of the atom, called nucleus, contains positively charged proton and neutral, no charged neutron. The outermost layer of atom, called electron shell, contain negatively charged electron. Atoms can bond together to form bigger form called molecule. As an example, we have oxygen. 2 oxygen atoms can bond together with covalent double bond to form oxygen molecule. Oxygen is formally known as a molecule. Bigger molecule, we have DNA, which is consisted of sugar molecule, phosphate group, and 4 different nucleotides. Molecules can combine with other molecules in atoms to form macromolecules. They are 4 major biological macromolecules: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. These 4 biological macromolecules can be found in nature. Also, you can consume these 4 from food. Next, we have organelle level. At organelle level, organelles are tiny organ-like things that are in cells. Organelles have specific functions in cells. For example, in our slide we have lysosome. Lysosome, which secretes degradative enzymes that can break substances that can cause harm to our body. So basically, lysosome detoxicate harmful substances in a cell. For next, we have mitochondria. Mitochondria creates, stores, and releases energy. Ribosomes, they make protein. Golgi complex build and ship protein. Next, we have nucleus. Nucleus contains DNA, which is our genetic information, and endoplasmic reticulum, which carries protein in passageways. Next level, cellular level. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. It's considered the smallest unit that is alive. Some organisms are only made up of single cell. We have picture of prokaryote. As an example, yeast are single-celled living organism. Generally, each cell is made up of membrane and nucleus and cytoplasm. There are many different types of cell in the human body. As you can see in this slide, they are bone cells, blood cells, muscle cells, fat cells, and etc. For example, blood cells, there are 3 different blood cells: white blood cell, red blood cell, and platelets. Red blood cells carry oxygen in the circulatory system. White blood cells, they fight against pathogens. Platelets, they act as a blood clotting agents. A stem cell is different from other different types of cells. It's because stem cells are undifferentiated cells that can become any type of cell. Next level is tissue level. Tissue is a group of similar cells that have developed from same embryo. All perform a certain function. For example, cardiac muscle tissue, which makes up a wall of your heart. There are four major tissues in the human body: connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. Connective tissue help attach bone to bone, and examples of connective tissue are adipose tissue, stores energy, cartilage can be found in your ear and nose. Blood is also a special type of connective tissue, and bone and lymph. Epithelial tissue line outside of your body, like your skin, and inside the blood vessel. Nerve tissue. Nerve tissue transmits electric signal, or also known as impulse, throughout the body. Muscle tissue allows movement inside and outside the human body. As an example, we look at cartilage connective tissue. There are three different cartilage in human body. First, hyaline cartilage appear in blue color, is found as the embryonic skeleton, costal cartilage, cartilage of the nose, trachea, lining at the ends of some bones, and the larynx. Next, elastic cartilage, which is found in the external ear and epiglottis. Next, fibrocartilage, which form the intervertebral discs and pubic symphysis. Next, we have organ level. Organs made up of different kinds of tissue that can together perform different functions in the human body. For example, heart is made up of cardiac muscle tissue and nervous tissue. Next example, we have liver. It's on the right side. Stores vitamins and minerals. Also stores glycogen. Glycogen is stored form of energy. Helps in red blood cell destruction. Helps to destroy all red blood cells. And last, helps to detoxify the blood to get rid of the harmful substances. Next, we have organ system. All systems are comprised of different organs that by working together can perform different, more complex types of functions. Systems work together to accomplish different needs of the body. There are 11 major organ systems in the human body, but today we will look at respiratory system as an example. In humans, main organs responsible for respiratory systems are in thoracic cavity. In thoracic cavity, there are rib cage and diaphragm muscles are observed. Within the rib cage, there are lungs present. Right lung is divided into 3 lobes: right superior, right middle, right inferior. Whereas left lung is divided into 2 lobes: left superior and left inferior. When you breathe oxygen into your lungs, a muscle called diaphragm and ribcage muscles contract, causing the chest cavity to expand. Air is exhaled when these muscles relax, and lung tissues immediately returning into its original size. This is called respiratory system. Air enters your body through the nose or mouth and quickly moves down to pharynx, throat, passes through the larynx, also known as voice box, and enters the trachea. Trachea has ring-shaped cartilage which prevent the tracheal wall from collapsing. Air then enters your lungs and branches into left and right bronchi. Further divides into smaller and smaller branches called bronchioles. The smallest bronchioles end in tiny air sacs called alveoli. Alveoli is surrounded and wrapped by capillaries, which are blood vessels. Only one cell thick allows diffusion to occur. Oxygen in your alveoli is absorbed into the blood vessels and then moved to your heart. Heart pumps the blood throughout the whole body. At the same time, carbon dioxide, as a final product from respiration from all parts of your body, passes into the alveoli and back out to the atmosphere through the airways. Lastly, there is organism level. Overall human organism is made up of all the previous levels we just covered. To sum up today's lesson, atoms combine to form molecules. Molecules combine to form cells. Cells make up tissues. Tissues combine together to form organs. Organs make up organ system. Organ systems combine to form the human body. So that's it for today. Remember to only virtually check in with your friends and teachers. Stay well.